YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today is a special one. We are just a few short weeks away from Destiny 2 Lightfall releasing. So we're going through a list today of the top 8 things that you need to make sure you do before February 27th, 2023 at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, we're going to put some time zones right here, some like little what that means for you, okay? Because the thing is, at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on February 27th, servers in Destiny are going down.
No, God, please, no, no!
To prep for Lightfall. It is wild to me that this is only about 3 weeks away. That just blows my mind. I cannot wait to get my hands on Lightfall because frankly, I think it's going to be just the wildest thing that Destiny has ever even tried to do. So anyway, get all this stuff done before then. Number 1, we're talking about some website Wizardry. If you don't know about this website already, then you definitely need to. DestinyRecipes.com. This thing should be a one-stop shop for you when it comes to preparing for a new season, obviously a new expansion, or, you know, if you're stuck with a little vault problem, okay? Go to this website, get logged in, attach your Steam or Xbox or PlayStation, whatever the case is, attach your account, and get this thing rolling. Now, we'll come back to this, but for now, on to number 2. Number 2 is that you need to take care of all of your seasonal shenanigans. So we're talking anything from Witch Queen seasonally that you need to do. If you have not finished your seasonal quest lines, you need to do that. If you have any seasonal activities or weapons you need to get, you need to do that. Essentially, everything that you can do in the helm, you need to get done. Because Bungie knows that we're all going to be needing these things, they have done something that is actually super fantastic when it comes to seasonal content. Everything from season 16, 17, 18, and 19 has this change. So used to, once a week, if you have the upgrades necessary, you can come into any of the seasonal vendors, and once a week, you get to pull a deep sight prepped weapon. Guaranteed, you get to focus which one you want. If you have the materials, you get to go in, pick which weapon you want in order to get the pattern. Well, as of a few days ago, they have increased that rate to where it's once a day. Once a day, you can go into every seasonal vendor, if you have the proper upgrades, and pull a deep sight weapon of your choice if you have the materials to do it. So if you're like me and you did not waste just a ton of time every single season specifically grinding for these weapons, now is the time. You have ample time to get the materials you need from the activities and go to the helm and craft these weapons every single day. That way you can get all of the weapon patterns before they go away forever. Do not miss this. You're gonna hate yourself. Don't miss it. While we're in this menu, this still holds to be one of the best armor focusing spots. So if you're still in need of some high stat armor, this is the place to do it, at the war table on the helm. So anything on this screen, if you need to do the exotic stuff, if you need to do battlegrounds, if you need to do psyops, if you need to do catch crash stuff from last season, or if you need to do containment on the Leviathan, go get that stuff done, get the umbral energy you need, come back to the helm, and complete all your seasonal shenanigans. Okay, now for number 3, let's head back over to Destiny recipes. So the next thing you need to do, number 3, is worry about your bounty backstock. So you need to go into Destiny recipes, click this pre-seasonal checklist, boom, the best website ever for Destiny 2 going into a new season or a new expansion. This screen is so powerful, lets you know everything about all of your characters that you need. We're going to focus right now on this stored XP. So as you guys know, a lot of folks in this community, myself included, always bounty prep or bounty hoard going into a new season or expansion. This website gives you all of the ins and outs of what's going on. So you go to this website, you click show bounties right here. I don't know why I'm touching my screen. You can't see that. Click show bounties right there, and it will give you all of the bounties that are available in game. What it also does for you is it tells you which bounties you do have, if they are completed, and how much XP they're worth. And it gives you a running total of how much XP you currently have stored on your characters. So as you can see, I'm really just getting started. I have most of my Titan done, and I have a few done on my Warlock and Hunter, but this will tell you exactly how many levels that you already have prepped, ready to go. That way on day 1, you can pop those and be good. And you can even toggle on and off these specific little bonuses that you get. So for example, if you have the season pass or you've already purchased the deluxe edition, let's say, then you need to make sure this season pass boost is on. If you have not and you don't plan on purchasing the season, you need to take that off. And it tells you exactly how it affects your overall experience. It also tells you the estimated number of artifact mods that you're going to have unlocked. Now, as you know, they've changed the way that works a little bit in the next season and next expansion, but this will give you a good rough estimate. So currently, I only have 7 unlocked. That will go up as I finish the rest of my characters, but that's what I have right now, and now I know that. And your artifact power bonus, barring it doesn't change exactly how it works in the coming seasons. So about 6 months ago, I did a full bounty hoarding 101 guide. You can definitely go check that out here if you want a little more in detail. But essentially what bounty hoarding or bounty prepping comes down to is making sure you have all of your weeklies done, then all of your dailies, and then if you have some, then you can do some repeatable bounties to carry them over. Bounties that you specifically don't want to hold on to for the new expansion are seasonal bounties. They are all just going away. Event bounties, like things like Solstice, if you still have those hanging out for some reason, or the Dawning or any of that stuff, none of that stuff carries over. Get rid of those. And Transmog bounties, we'll talk about those a little bit later. You don't want to hold any of those over into the new season. The other prep things about bounties specifically, you can go check out that video that I did a while back. All right, next up on the list, number 4 is material management. So as you can see right here, same website, right here on the left, you can see the 5 main resources that we're going to be using and bringing into next season, and about how much most people recommend that you carry. Legendary shards, upgrade modules, golf balls, butter sticks, and chicken nuggets. You can see that I am a little light on my golf balls. You can see that I'm pretty light on my butter sticks, and I am very, very light on my chicky nugs. But next time our double Nightfall rewards come around, I'm going to be grinding those like crazy, and I personally definitely will. That last like a week leading up to the expansion. But you want all of these to be as maxed out as possible. That way you can do things like upgrade your new equipment, upgrade your new weapons, masterwork new exotics that you happen to get or want, or just regular armor as well. All of those things require these materials, so you want to make sure you manage them well and have plenty going into day 1. All right, now let's talk about every Destiny 2 player's biggest shame: your vault. Number 5 is vault vacating. Listen, I'm just as guilty as everyone. You can see right here, I have 9 free spots in my vault, okay? Don't talk to me about it. Don't come at me. But you do need to free some space at least the week before a new expansion starts. Thankfully, Destiny Recipes, which is linked in the description, by the way, does have a built-in vault cleaner. Fantastic. All you have to do is go to the vault cleaner, which is on the homepage, and you can actually mess around with the filter. That way you can clean your vault out. So I keep only armor that I want to keep, so I'm really not worried about that side of it. But I am a known weapon hoarder, just like you are. You play Destiny, but you can actually pick exactly what you want here. So you want it to clean weapons, right? I don't want it to clean armor, so I can take that off. I do want it to clean weapons. You want minimum PvE roll quality and minimum PvP roll quality. If you only want this system to keep your best rolls, then put those up. If you're good with some 70%ers, then you can roll that down a little bit. But I recommend out of the gate, you say best only, because you want a lot of space going into the new expansion. If you want it to do things like specifically keep exotics that you have already in your vault, keep if they're masterworked guaranteed, you can do that. If they're locked already, you can do that. If you want it to remove sunset weapons, you can turn that on or turn it off. Completely up to you. That's what is so good about this system. It also works well with Destiny Item Manager, which I know a lot of you use as well, myself included. If you have something in dim that is targeted as a favorite or in a loadout already, you can actually mark these. That way it doesn't actively try to delete those. So once you have all of that stuff clicked, you actually just click Review My Vault here, and it does everything for you. It tells you what is the best rolls that you want to keep, and anything you want to get rid of, like these 2 crates right here, it will put on the red side or the to remove side. And you can go in if you want, say that you really love this 7th Seraph Carbine, you can just click and drag it over to the keep section and it takes it out. Or if you don't want any of these 7th Seraphs, you can do that as well. Once you roll through all of the weapon types, boom, it gives you what you want to delete and what you want to keep, okay? It goes through your whole vault. So then you scroll to the bottom, you can actually copy this dim query right here, post it into your dim search bar, and it will highlight all of the items that this system thinks you need to delete. Super easy to use. Highly recommend you do it because all of us need to delete a bunch of stuff before this expansion drops. Speaking of your vault, that leads us into number 6, this API abomination. So on day 1 and maybe day 2, we don't know, of the new expansion, the API will absolutely be down or it will be ludicrously slow. You need to prep for that. Before those dates and times that we shared earlier, you need to make sure that the weapons and armor that you plan on using day 1 are on the characters that you plan on using day 1, because it is likely that you will have to go to the tower or helm or whatever, wherever we're going in this new expansion, in order to move stuff into and out of your vault. Things like Destiny Item Manager here will not be up and available most likely. Number 7, the Bungie number, Transmog training. So here's the deal. We all know that the real Destiny 2 in-game is fashion, okay? The only way to do that is to transmog your stuff to make it look the best that it possibly can. The only way to do that is to complete transmog bounties from this fine robot right here. Ada 1 gives transmog bounties. It is one of the 3 types of bounties you do not want to carry over into the new season. You only get 10 per character per season. So make sure you go to Ada, knock all of these out. Most of them are actually pretty easy, things like the Vanguard and like a raid or dungeon one. Very easy to get done, very quick, but you only get 10 per character per season. Go knock these out, because otherwise you're going to have all this new cool stuff and you can't wear any of it because it all sucks because you're leveling up anyway. So go do these before the new season. And finally, number 8, personal prep. Listen, I am going to be on all day long when this expansion drops, and I know a lot of you will be too, especially if you're watching a video like this. You need to make sure that you have things like hydration, water, not just energy drinks, but absolutely have your fair share of energy drinks around, and eat something other than Doritos, man. Okay? Or Cheez-Its. Get some real food ready to go. All right? We're going to be gaming a long time. You're going to need your nourishment. All right, guys. With all that being said, I love you. Thanks so much for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go watch this video if you want more about bounty prep, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!